Yo, what's going on, people? Today we are reacting to Coldplay with Fix You. I have heard this song before. It's funny actually, I got a Coldplay request recently and I didn't know which one to react to. And then this morning, I randomly had this song pop in my head. When you try your best but you don't succeed. So I thought, that's got to be a sign to react to this, because listen, I've heard the song but I ain't listened to it. There's a difference, you know. So without further ado, let's get right into the reaction. Coldplay, Fix You.
When you try your best but you don't succeed, when you get what you want but not what you need, when you feel so tired but you can't sleep, stuck in reverse, and the tears come streaming down your face, when you lose something you can't replace, when you love someone but it goes to waste, could it be worse? Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. Or down below, when you're too in love to let it go, but if you never try you'll never know just what you were. Lights will will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you.
Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. And listen, I don't know, most of you probably wouldn't have seen it, but I did a Coldplay reaction back in like November. When I first started, I reacted to Yellow. And I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't a big fan of Yellow. I thought it was a bit boring. I thought it was okay. I didn't dislike it. I thought it was okay. I didn't really like how it was written. I didn't like it too much. But this one is way better. Like, this is beautiful. Like, I'm like, damn, like, I wasn't expecting that. That made me feel something. You know, that made me feel deep, bro. That was crazy. That was beautiful, bro. Now, I said I heard it. I heard it, but I don't, like, this is what I mean, though. You've heard something. Just because you heard something before, don't mean you were listening. I've not heard it even probably in full length. I probably just heard it around. You know when you just hear the song around, oh yeah, I recognize that song. It's one of those. I've not really sat there and listened to this song before. This was a new experience for me. And that was deep, bro. Like I don't know why he was talking to my soul like there, bro. Like, why did he do that? That was weird, bro. You just crossed the boundary there, Chris Martin, mate. You just spoke to something that you weren't supposed to speak to, bro. That's crazy, Chris. That's crazy, Christopher, bro. When you try your best but you don't succeed, you know what I'm saying? When you try your best but you don't succeed. When you get what you want but not what you need. When you feel so tired but you can't sleep. Stuck in reverse. Now, I don't really know what he's talking about in this song. Let me know in the comments. But sometimes the things you want aren't good for you, you know? And they can be more destructive than helpful to your life, you know? When you feel so tired but you can't sleep, you know. That's a common thing. I feel like we all deal with that. Mate, the amount of nights I'm tired and I can't sleep, it's crazy. My sleep schedule is always all over the place. Always, you know. Because, I'm doing my thing throughout the day. I don't know if you lot can relate to this, but, I'm doing my thing throughout the day. I'm recording my videos, I'm editing, I'm doing my TikToks, I'm just chilling, throughout the day. I'm exercising, I'm working out, I'm boxing, I box on the side. I'm doing all this, and then at the end of the day, you kind of you're there alone with your thoughts, when you go to bed and you're thinking about things that you haven't really had time to think about. And the tears come streaming down your face when you lose something you can't replace. When you love someone but it goes to waste, could it be worse? Listen, losing something or someone is not easy, Grief is hard. It's like you want to say, you have so much to say, but you can't say it. People don't have to die for that to be a thing. Like, you can grieve anything. Like, you can't replace anyone at the end of the day. That's actually not possible, because I've said it before, we're all different. Every single person on earth is different, bro. Like, we can be similar, but nobody is you. Like, no one can replace you. No one can replace me. Otherwise, we'd all just be like, oh, you're gone, okay, let me just talk to this guy. Oh, you're gone, let me talk. That don't work. That does not work, This person's going to have something, whether it's something small or not. They're not going to have something that other person had. There's going to be something that it might seem insignificant on the surface level, but sometimes there's those little things that you miss the most, That's why you need you. No one can replace you. That's what you need to understand. No one can replace you. When you have yourself, and I've lost myself, I've had to find myself again. What can hurt you now? When you have you, when you actually have you, you're intact with your own soul. Because at the end of the day, if everyone was to disappear, would you be okay with just you? Because at the end of the day, look at life, right? We're all young. We all, have a bunch of friends, girlfriends, boyfriends, parents, children. But a lot of people, as they get older, they might live by themselves, their partner's passed away, and it's just them. At the end of the day, at some point in this life, we're going to be alone. So you need to be okay with you. The first time I lost someone, I was like 13. my grandmother died. And I'm quite like, I don't really show my emotions too much, especially when I was younger. I don't be showing that, bro. Like, I do a lot now, I guess, but back when I was younger, I wasn't really too open, you know. But then when the funeral came around, mate, I couldn't do that, mate. I remember when I was sat near the front in the funeral, and I kept, like, grabbing my finger like this so I wouldn't cry. But then I remember my mother, like, held my hand, because she saw me doing it, I guess, and I just started crying. It's crazy. And it's hard, bro, because that, for me personally, that is someone I've never replaced, I guess, my grandparents. No one loves you like your grandmother. You know, I feel like no one loves you like your grandmother, bro. But it's different. Like, they see the little golden child, you know? That's what they see. She just thought I was perfect, bro, you know? She thought I was perfect. It's crazy. Then this part, the chorus, this was beautiful. I don't know how he did that with his voice, man. How do you extend his words like that, bro? Then you go to verse 3. And high up above or down below, when you're too in love to let it go. But if you never try, you'll never know just what you're worth. It's like whether it's good or bad, because you love that person so much, you find it hard to let go. There's people I've been close to who, mate, they don't treat me good whatsoever, like, but I'm still attached to them, you know? Still love people that have done crazy things to me, bro. I don't really hate anyone, to be honest. I like to see the best in people. Sometimes I do that naively, you know, like I just see the best in people, even if, like, you could be like the worst person in the world and I'll still see the best in you. Someone could be a massive dickhead, but you love them, you know. But if you never try, you'll never know just what you're worth. This is what I've been saying. You need to be left by yourself to see who you are, like really see who you are. You know, I didn't know I was strong. I thought I was weak. I thought so weak. You know, when I was like, I've said in other videos, like how I was feeling like I didn't want to live anymore and stuff. I felt so weak. In this song, he's talking about crying, like tears streaming down your face, not being able to sleep. That's how I was, mate. And I was literally, mate, like when I tell you, I used to like cry myself to sleep on a daily basis, yo. Like, you know, I used to look at myself in the mirror and literally hate myself. I used to like, I just look at myself and was like, I hate you, bro. Like, I want to beat you up, bro. I hate you, bro. That's how it used to be for me, bro. It was dark, bro. But when I was left alone, because people don't like to be around you when you're like that, bro. They don't. When you're depressed and stuff, they don't. It ruined my relationships with some people, you know. And I had to deal with everything alone, you know. I realized how strong I was. I didn't know I was strong, bro. I thought I was weak, bro. I thought I was weak, but, you know, I realized I was strong. I know I can get through anything now because I've had to, you know. Okay, so that was Coldplay with Fix You. That was a beautiful song. Let me know what's going on in this song, you know. Let me know what it's about. It's about a relationship that someone passed away. It's a very, like, sad sounding song, deep sounding song. But let me know exactly what this is about. And, yeah, man. Please like, subscribe, comment down below what you want me to react to next, and I'll see you in the next reaction. Goodbye.